mud to the dunes and go muddy all the time. It's a big thing. So yeah, so and I had some military vehicles and stuff like that. Just some things that I think that should be in the game that aren't. So we will have those. We'll be playing with those mods, and I'll get a full breakdown and everything for everybody of the mods, so they can grab them. And oh yeah, for Hearts of Iron 4, yeah, it's just too darn expensive. It's too darn expensive. Hey, Piggy? Piggy. Yeah, no, Piggy. You don't, no. That's unacceptable. Just gonna grab something to drink real quick, and Piggy. One second. What up, Martin? Some of them you might have to download, but they're really so. The only one that's really big is Hydrocraft. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We just discussing how what we're gonna be doing moving forward. But yeah, so the mods are there's only one big mod. So Hydrocraft is the big mod. So what Hydrocraft does is introduce kind of everything that they're introducing in Build 42. So it adds animals, it adds mining, it adds a lot of building. So yeah, we're talking about Project Zomboid, the Project Zomboid server that's going to be coming up mid-October-ish. And how very, very steep oh, hiccup that burp that was. So that's the big one. You could obviously, there's nothing wrong with going ahead and playing it before, to get a little feel for it. Just remember, no, just me. Liam was on a little bit ago, but and Scorch was on a little bit ago, but not anymore. But just remember, it's designed to be brutal. Although I do love the fact that in multiplayer games, if you die in a multiplayer game, when you come back, you can go out and find your body because it'll become a zombie. And you can kill that zombie to get all your stuff back. In single player, you just die. That's it. Game over. It's hardcore in single player mode. But on online, in multiplayer, you come back as a zombie, which kind of sucks sometimes because if you die, and like let's say we're all in the same house, right? And somebody dies and doesn't say anything, then instead of having just one zombie that just killed somebody, or let's say you die because you get a cut or you get an infection or you get a cold and you die from it, you could die, come back as a zombie, and if you're in if you actually find armor and stuff like that, then your zombie's going to be armored, which means they could be in the house and kill us, and then your dead character would have killed us, and there's nothing. Oh wow, we got a lot of sugar. Okay, we're good. It could kill us without us ever knowing. We could be under attack before ever knowing it. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, just don't get, if you do play it on your own, yeah, if you die, say something. Um, and you will die in the multiplayer game. It took me a long time, especially because I was trying to figure it out on my own. It took me a long time to get to the point where I wasn't dying all the time, because just a small just a small slip up, right? So their fog of war is based on true vision. So if you're looking forward, you don't know what's coming behind you. So a minor slip up could cost you everything. And when you die, you lose all of your skills. Everything your character has been working towards is dead. And you have to start over. So that's what frustrates people the most. It's because you could put 3 months into that game, and then all of a sudden you make a small error, you die, you're starting over. Obviously you'd still have your base with all your resources, but all your skill points, and skill points are hard to come by. It's not. I mean, there's some tricks of the trade that you can do, but like some of them are really, really hard to get done. So, well, so you have two main stats called fitness and strength, um, and they are so hard to level that I've not found a good. Although they did put exercise into the game, so it's a little bit easier now than it was because they didn't have like workout equipment in the game. Um, and so when you're building your character, and it's an interesting thing. Yeah, it's God. It can get brutal quick. Um, and then there's events that basically lead all the zombies right to you, and then yeah, it's that game is designed to kill you, and if you're not okay with dying, then it's gonna be rough. I don't know. I don't know in the multiplayer game if if you vanish, if you leave, you might not. You might just basically fall asleep, go into a deep coma, and yeah, you might go into a deep coma on the street and could die. I don't know about that. Um, I haven't really played a lot of the multiplayer. I played a lot of it single player, which then obviously single player, you disconnect, you disconnect. Um, but nope, there are no waypoints. There are maps, so you can use a map and use markers to mark the map. But there is no like waypoints. There's no compasses. Um, although the map doesn't move, so navigating is pretty easy. Um, but yeah, you see yourself on the map. Um, but yeah, it can get brutal. It's not nothing about the game is overly hard per se. Um, but it will kill you. Because all of a sudden you'll be walking down the street, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm doing good," and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, there's about 1,000 zombies." That's not an exaggeration. In front of me. Holy cow! I have never seen that much lava in Minecraft. Oh, I gotta get down there. I gotta get down there. can't you guys like? Let's grab some more torches. That's a lot of lava. I gotta go check this place out. That's like I've never seen a sea of lava. Like, obviously you see that in the nether all the time, but I don't see that in just a random cave down below. What the hell? Ooh, pardon my French. Not to this degree. Dude just tried to airborne me. Now it would be cool. Look at that. Well, obviously, you know, every person is different. So, if you're picking it up pretty good, I would say you could get to the point where you're not going to be in terrible shape in a few hours. To understand everything in the game, you need to put some time. Like I said, I've been playing for a very, very long time, and I still don't know everything about the game. You might come across, hey, what's up, Martin? You might come across something in your first 10 minutes that I've never experienced. So, alright, I really gotta get some help. I gotta eat. Yeah, I saw the diamonds. Yeah, one, because of the big map, and two, so the loot's gonna auto-generate, right? And so what you get might be like, you might be able to find a cop with a shotgun right off the bat, right? Which is both a blessing and a curse, right? Because of noise. Right? The more noise you make, zombies are gonna come after you. Because they're attracted to noise. So there's a huge, and it's gonna get bigger when we play, because I play with the mod that adds way more crafting than what's normally in the game. So the crafting menu in itself is huge. There's also a fully fledged out like foraging system, so you don't have to be in the cities collecting like canned food. Although the game doesn't really tell you, if you pick up a piece or canned food, you better have a can opener or you're not opening it. And then if you want it warmed, you better have a pot and have access to a stove or a campfire, and you got to put it in the pot. So there's, like I said, there's a lot to the game. Breaking windows is viable, but make sure you remove the glass, or else you'll cut your hand and you can kill yourself due to infection. So yeah, so that's going to be our Project Zomboid. No, is going to be a community. Is there going to be our full community playthrough? So we'll get a server, and anybody that wants to play will be able to play. What we're going to do... I did not come this way. But, okay. What we are going to do is... Holy cow. That's how big my base is. Just let everybody... what we're going to do is today, here, once we get to the next break, in 12 minutes, so I can help for the next 12 minutes. Um, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut down. Not shut down. This is I gotta make sure I choose my words correctly. We're going to turn off the stream until 12:30 and raid Sun Wokog. What are you streaming, buddy? Yeah. So we'll raid Sun Wokog. And then this afternoon we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2. We're going to play that for a while, and then we're gonna switch over to so we don't have a main game on this channel. This is a 100% a variety stream. So we play all kinds of games. Yeah, there's no main game on this stream. That's why if anybody has any games they want to see on stream, let me know. We play them all for the most part. Again, Sea of Thieves probably not good. So we'll do. So like I said, we'll play Red Dead Redemption 2. That shouldn't take me. Hopefully, it's not gonna take me too long to beat it. And then we'll move into that human its, which we'll be doing with Sun Wokog and I will do that game together, and check that game out probably for like a week or so, and then move into the Project Zomboid community server for the last 2 weeks of October as our Halloween theme game. And then yeah. And then we'll move on to something else. But as we do these, I think Minecraft will stay as our Saturday game. So every Saturday we'll play some Minecraft, and during the week when I have time, I'll just play Minecraft throughout the week. Because, like I said, a lot of what I have to do is digging, and nobody really wants to watch, the same thing for 8.5 hours of just me digging. You guys would probably more enjoy the actual building aspects of things. So I think what I'll do is during the weeks is I'll just clear out areas, and then on Saturday it'll be all about building. So I won't build anything during the week. I'll just wait till you guys are on Saturdays and build on Saturdays. So yeah. And then if you guys have any suggestions, so right now we have we've got a few things in the suggestion thing. Inside the back rooms, that's gonna be what we might do after that is do a full Mass Effect playthrough, starting from the first one and just working our way through. I like the Mass Effect games, so that should be a lot of fun. But if you guys have a suggestion, like I said, this community is wow. Why am I saying words twice right now? I don't know. This community is driven by you guys. So if you see a game that you really like, or a game that you want me to showcase, or even if it's a clip that you want me to watch and respond to, or news about whatever, and you guys want me to respond to it on stream, we can do that. So So it's basically it's whatever you guys want to do. So except for play the game hydrate, that's not acceptable. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the game plan. Again, everything's kind of subject to change. If something happens, something goes wrong, something goes awry, um, I'll let you guys know either through the announcements on Discord or through Twitter, which I don't check Twitter as often as I should. So if you post something there and I miss it right off the bat, I do apologize. Um, or I guess it's now called X. Um, but yeah, if you guys want to see something, just let me know. And if like not every game, by the way, will make it onto the stream, but if we can make it happen, like for instance, we were talking about Hearts of Iron, $171. That's hard to justify and to swallow sometimes. That's an expensive game. Is there any more K's around here? Um, but if we can do it, we will do it. And then back here. I think I've pretty much cleared all the caves around here. I know there's stuff underneath here, but yeah, we're not going down there. Well, we might not have a choice. Some of this stuff might lead into it. So yeah, so it should be fun. So like I said, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be this afternoon, and that's if it's anything like Red Dead Redemption 1, um, I'm sure it's going to be a blast. We're going to have to put stuff. Put it in here. Oh, right there. Just kidding. I don't want you there either. Um, so yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the first part of the morning by rating Sun Wukong. I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording, but I'll still be on the stream for whilst we're rating, and then yeah, we'll move into we'll be back at 12:30 Central for some Red Dead Redemption 2, which will be a lot of fun. So until then, let's go ahead and get on with our raid.